Me, I'm the one goaded. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead.
Ground move, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, good.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flush to his right. And complete right side to Cook. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start. And it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's Rodgers. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Jets at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind in the best way.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Bill 7.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Allen going to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Up the middle, it's Cook. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They savored a little bit, but I run right back at them.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Once again, Ruckert.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 11.
26.
Now it's Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Again, it's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air, Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Connection made to record. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the 1st half.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. There's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Give to Hall running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hall again. Nifty move. And he'll go down at the 28. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to swell the lead to 6. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Hall on a give up the middle. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
They'll run with Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's first down. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. The Bills say they have it, and they do. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jets,